Hello and welcome back to Fabled Nexus. Today we're here once again hanging out, talking about some anime, talking about some things here in this great anime apartment, as I say. Now, let me see my model has changed. I haven't made a model. I just decided to use this guy today, so you can stare at me seeing this chair as a skeleton man for right now. Or not, or you can do whatever you feel like, You can watch other videos on my channel if you want, or just go watch whatever, whatever you want to do. It's free world, go do what you gotta do. But today I want to sit down and talk a little bit about the isekai genre in general, just kind of like some thoughts about it. Not really sure. I don't know. I decided to do it today, so let's sit down, let's talk about it, and yeah. But before I get started, hope all of y'all have had a good day or night or whatever time you're watching this. Hope you all had a good one. And also, if any time I really want to pause and leave your comments down below, you can. You can comment down below any things about if I have any terrible takes or I'm just talking some bullshit. Whatever. It is what it is. But as of today, we're talking about isekais, like I say. And I don't know. I just want I've been looking around a lot. I've been watching some anime, of course. And I've just been scrolling through like Crunchyroll or wherever other places I watch anime at. And a lot of times I see a lot of like genres like that are isekai or so it have isekai like elements, I should say. I don't know if all of them are classified as isekais, but have like isekai elements of like it's like, hey, you know, it's it's like, oh, this person gets teleported to another world, or like they get teleported inside a game, something like that. Like, those vague things of like somebody ending up in a place or a world or somewhere where their original body or original concept isn't a part of. I guess that's kind of like a general thing that I see a lot of them is. And you have the whole like reincarnated thing where like people die or people, something happens to somebody and they get reincarnated through some means to like another area. You got like that time I got reincarnated as a slime. You got that time I got reincarnated as a vending machine for some reason. I think there's one about an aristocrat or something like that. There's some like how he beat the world with level 2 cheats because he had level 2 cheats. I think that was called Fatal Fracture or something like that. I don't remember the first things about it. There's something like that. I don't remember all the names and everything like that. But there's a lot of those out there. You have a lot of isekais, a lot of isekai genres like out there, and some are good, some are bad, some are just in between, and there's a lot of them that kind of follow the same type of narrative like things. But I feel like what makes isekais very enjoyable to watch, or at least kind of like read into and stuff like that, is I think it's really enjoyable because it's like what everyone thinks about. Like you have a bunch of things. It's like, hey, there's a bunch of different you know, what are they called? Most people think, hey, I would like to be that kid, or hey, I could be that guy. I want to be reincarnated in the world, or hey, this world's boring. Let's think of a magical land where I could be whatever I want to be. Like, of course, and that's what kind of isekais are. It's like, hey, you got a lot of isekais in like anime in general. It's just like we watch it because one, it's a good escape, but also like, it's like, hey, that's some things that I myself would like to do. I would like to be whisked away to some magical land, stuff like that. That's some stuff that I would like be chill with, and a lot of people be chill with. But it's something that is a fantasy at best, and I think that's why it's called fantasy because it's a fan of a different sea, I guess. I'm not really sure why it's called fantasy. I might make a video about that. Not sure yet, but we might get to that or something. But you know, and there's a lot that came out that classifies as isekai or like a lot of newer age of animation or anime and stuff that's not as I don't know, like it doesn't get me as good as like the used ones, the old ones do, and I have nothing against like new age anime. The one thing I don't like about sometimes new anime, which I guess makes sense, but is the whole thing of like everything's like a seasonal thing now, which is like, oh, we do it for a season, and then it's like, oh well, we got that season. Like, oh, the season do well? Nope. Well, probably gonna do another one. Like, there's a lot of that. I feel like with like anime nowadays, and it sometimes sucks because you're like, oh, like that's cool. Like, hey, that first season was really good. I liked it, but then like the jokes just might not like it, so like you just don't get any more of it. Nice. But I don't know. It's one of the things I think about a lot, and of course, like I said, Isekai, but I guess I could do general anime discussion. But Isekai is what I want to start with. And the other thing I really am very confused about, not confused about, but it's very interesting that I notice a lot of, is there's a lot of anime and stuff nowadays that have like longer titles. Like I'm not really sure like why they always have all these really long titles that seem to like go on for like a paragraph. That's exaggeration, but sometimes it's not. And it's like I don't know if it's just like an in joke with people or like it's one of those things where it's like they want to try to explain what the general concept of the anime before you get into it, so you kind of know what you're getting into. I'm not really sure, but you know, sometimes you could probably shorten like a title at least like 3/4 of the way. You know, like a lot of that you can just shorten it down. Like you're fine. Like you don't need all that stuff. Like you really don't. But it's still there though. Like there's a lot of them that have these really long titles and stuff like that. And I'm like, do we need them? Not necessarily. I don't think we need them. I do not think that is something that we really realistically need. But they're there. You know, they're there and they just kind of hang out. And it's like, well, like that's cool. That's cool, everything. Like I said, but do I really need to know that some person got reincarnated as slime? I mean, yeah, that's not bad. That's not even a bad one. That was pretty tame. But there's like, yeah, it's like, oh, how that time I got reincarnated as a level 2 witchcraft. Can I save this failing kingdom or something like that? And I'm like, I mean, well, that's kind of the plot, I guess. But at the same time, do we need it? I'm like, I don't think so. I mean, you could probably be like, I got reincarnated as an aristocrat, or so you know, something like that. I don't know. Like, I'm not like the best at naming stuff sometimes, but you know, at the same time, it's like, okay, like, do we really need the whole synopsis of the entire series in the title? No, I don't think so. Most of the time, I don't think we do. Sometimes you know, it's not that bad. Like I said, it's not that bad, and like, it's not I guess the biggest gripe in the world, but it's something I've noticed, you know, over the many millennia of watching anime and like the evolution of it, you know, because I grew up watching, you know, Sword Art Online, Dragon Ball, Bleach, One Piece, Naruto, like all that stuff. That's like what I grew up on. Goren Lagann? Is it Goren Lagann or Goren Lagann? I always mess up that one, I think. You know, all those things I've Alt Noah is when I've watched it, you know, it's like, you know, another one of those like, you know, mech S type animes. He also have what is it, Magic and Machine, I think is what one of them's called. I don't remember. It's like I don't remember what it's called. I watched a lot of like animes doing all day. Metallic Rogue. Okay, random tangent. All right. If you've ever seen an anime called Metallic Rogue or Metal Rogue, I don't forget. I think it's Metallic Rogue. It actually has a really good story. It has some really good implications. I actually kind of liked it, but I had to go read the manga, like read like the Webtoon manga, whatever it's based on. I forget if it's Webtoon or Webtoon as manga. But anyways, because I watched the anime and it's like 13 episodes. Okay, it's like 13 episodes, and for some reason, bro, the pacing in that thing is completely fucked. Like, it's for some reason so quick. Like, they're big on a plot line, randomly cut the plot line halfway through the plot line. Like, they like get to a conclusion that it makes no sense, but it's kind of there, and then just continue to roll on like nothing happened. I'm like, you're not gonna explain that? Like things happen so quickly, and then you're just sitting there, and it's just like you find all this stuff. I won't spoil it if you go watch it if you want, but I don't know. It just made no sense. The pacing just made literally no sense in that thing, the entire thing. And of course, like you get the other things like, oh, the pacing is terrible, and all this other people like, you know, it might be too slow, might not. But dude, I would rather be a little, excuse me, sorry, a little bit slow than like fast forwarded like 15% faster. Like I don't know. It was like time 15 speed on how they're like, delivering the story. It made no sense. Like made no sense at all. But it was there, you know. I was hanging out, and like I don't know, like it's just like it was cool. I liked the concept. The character designs were actually chilling. Like how they operated was cool, but and it was cool moments. But like I said, the story beats just like it was like bam, story beat, boom. Okay, we're done with that one. We're going to the next one. Boom, done with that one. Going to the next one. Like I don't know. It was a 13 episode that should have been 25 or something. That's how I feel about it. I don't know. It might be just me. Like, you know, maybe I just didn't understand like what it was supposed to be doing. But you know, I don't know. It's one of those things where I guess they'll figure itself out. So like, you know, I probably need to go do more research. I did read most of it. I had to read most of it. But even after reading it, I still don't fully get everything, so I'll probably need to go, do a little more sit down and thought on that one, pretty much. But overall, not bad. And I don't know, it's just one of those things where I'm not sure. It's just anime is moving along at whatever pace it's gonna move on at, and yeah, well, I guess we got to see where it goes. Isekai is a genre, and like I say, because every genre at this point is, been either done to an upteenth degree or like something like that. And same with games, same with anime. And there's a few golden gems out there, or diamonds in the rough, as they say, but not a lot. I don't know. Maybe there's more than I think there is, but who knows? Who knows? But anyways, I'm gonna go hang out on this anime-inspired room, chill out, and wait till the next time I get on to record a video. But if you guys enjoy, you guys can like, subscribe, do that fun stuff. If you feel like it, it's always appreciated. And yeah, enjoy your day. Peace.